Why does being polite feel like swallowing a razor blade? You are sitting in a room. Everything is quiet. The hum of the refrigerator, the distant sound of traffic, the notification light blinking on your phone. Everything is calm, but inside your chest, there is a fire. It burns low. It burns hot. It is a subterranean coal seam fire that has been burning for years. You feel it in the tightness of your jaw. The masseter muscles are clenched, preparing to bite. You feel it in the tension behind your eyes. The optic nerves are straining, looking for a target. You are angry. You have been angry for a long time. It is a background radiation in your life. It is the static on the radio station of your mind. Sometimes it spikes. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Your boss sends a passive-aggressive email. Your partner sighs in that specific way that implies disappointment. The needle jumps into the red. You want to scream. You want to break something. You want to watch the world burn just to see the light. But you do not. You swallow it. You smile. You type a polite response. You say it is fine. You say no worries. You repress the urge to destroy. Because society tells you this is a defect. Your teachers told you to use your inside voice. They domesticated you early. Your parents told you to calm down. They wanted compliance, not expression. Your partner tells you that you are overreacting. They invalidate your reality to maintain their comfort. They tell you that anger is toxic. They tell you that anger is a sign of weakness. They tell you to meditate, to medicate, to breathe through it. They are lying. And deep down, in the darkest part of your gut, in the visceral coding of your DNA, you know they are lying. Because your anger does not feel like a mistake. It does not feel like a glitch in the software. It feels like a violation. It feels like an alarm bell ringing in a burning building. It feels like truth. Why does the modern world try to sedate you? Why do they want you numb? Why do they hand you pills and platitudes when you bare your teeth? Because a sedated animal is easy to cage. Because a numb human is easy to control. Because they are afraid of what happens when you wake up. They are afraid of the raw power that resides in your kinetic potential. You are not broken. You are not crazy. You are not toxic. Your anger is not a malfunction. It is a feature. It is the most sophisticated security system in the known universe. It is the biological evidence that you have a spine. It is the proof that you have not yet surrendered to the entropy of the void. We are going to dismantle the lie. We are going to dissect the rage. We are going to show you why your anger is the only thing keeping you alive. Let us look at the hardware. We must strip away the morality. Forget good and evil. Forget nice and mean. Strip away the social conditioning. Look at the biology. What is anger? Scientifically speaking, anger is a mobilization of resources. It is a chemical flood designed for survival. It begins in the amygdala. This is the almond-shaped processor in your temporal lobes. It is the smoke detector of the brain. Your amygdala detects a threat. It bypasses the slow processing of the prefrontal cortex. The thinking brain is too slow for survival. Logic takes milliseconds. Reflex takes nanoseconds. So the amygdala hijacks the signal. It sends a distress code to the hypothalamus. This is the command center. The hypothalamus activates the HPA axis. Hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal. This is not an emotion. This is a military deployment. Your body dumps adrenaline and noradrenalines into the bloodstream. Cortisol floods the system. Glucose is released from storage for instant energy. Your heart rate spikes to pump oxygen to the major muscle groups. Your digestion shuts down. Your immune system pauses. Your pupils dilate to sharpen your vision and tunnel your focus. Your pain tolerance increases significantly. You become stronger. You become faster. You become become resistant to damage. This is called the fight or flight response. But anger is specifically the fight. It is the forward vector. Flight is retreat. Anger is advance. Consider the economics of evolution. Evolution does not waste energy. The universe is stingy. It operates on the laws of thermodynamics and conservation. Every calorie matters. Your body would not expend this massive amount of caloric energy for no reason. It is too expensive to be a mistake. So why did nature design you to get angry? It is a boundary defense mechanism. Think of a biological cell, the most basic unit of life. A cell has a membrane. It defines what is inside and what is outside. It defines self and other. If a virus tries to penetrate that membrane, the cell reacts. It fights. It creates chemical barriers. If it did not fight, it would cease to be a cell. It would become a host for the parasite. It would lose its structural integrity. You are a complex organism. You are a colony of 50 trillion cells. But the rule is the same. You have a psychological membrane. We call this your sovereignty. It is the border of your self-respect. It is the line where you end and the world begins. When someone lies to you, when someone manipulates you, when someone tries to extract value from you without consent, they are a virus. They are trying to penetrate the membrane. Your anger is the immune response. It is your hardware screaming. Intruder alert. Perimeter breached. Mobilize defenses. Eject the pathogen. When you feel sudden rage, it is not because you are unstable. It is because your pattern recognition software has detected a predator. Your conscious mind might not see it yet. You might be listening to their polite words. You might be looking at their smiling face. But your reticular activating system has picked up on the micro-expression. It has picked up on the tone. It has picked up on the inconsistency between their words and their actions. Your gut knows you are being hunted. Your intuition is faster than your intellect, and it floods you with the energy to fight back. This is not low vibration. This is high-performance threat detection. To suppress this reaction is to invite the parasite in. To suppress this reaction is to lower the drawbridge for the enemy. But here is the tragedy. Here is the rot at the core of the modern condition. You have been trained to turn off the alarm. You have been domesticated. We live in a society that values agri-balanced above truth. We reward the sheep. We punish the wolf. From the moment you entered the school system, you were rewarded for sitting still. You were rewarded for compliance. You were punished for defiance. You were taught that being nice is the highest virtue. This is a slave morality. This is the architecture of the prey. Friedrich Nietzsche warned us of this. He spoke of the inversion of values, where weakness is rebranded as goodness, and strength is rebranded as evil. So what happens when the predator arrives? The narcissist, the exploitative boss, the manipulative partner, the sociopathic friend. They cross your boundary. Your amygdala screams. Your body floods with adrenaline. You feel the heat rising in your neck. But then, the software patch kicks in. The virus of social conditioning overrides the hardware. You think, I should not be angry. I need to be the bigger person. I do not want to make a scene. I want them to like me. I want to be a good person. You take all that mobilized energy, all that heat, and you swallow it. You force it back down into the system. But energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form. This is the first law of thermodynamics. When you suppress the fight response, where does the energy go? It does not vanish. It attacks the host. It attacks you. We call this depression. Sigmund Freud called depression anger turned inward. We call it autoimmune disease. We call it chronic fatigue. We call it anxiety. Anxiety is just the engine revving in neutral until the gears grind to dust. You are vibrating with potential kinetic energy. but you have engaged the parking brake. The friction creates heat. The heat burns out your motherboard. You become exhausted, not because you did too much, but because you are holding back its tsunami. Holding back the truth requires more calories than speaking it. The predator knows this. They rely on it. They rely on your desire to be good. They use your empathy as a backdoor to hack your system. This is a specific form of psychological warfare. They provoke you. They poke you. They gaslight you until you finally explode, until the pressure valve bursts. And when you scream, when you finally set the boundary, they point a finger at you. They say, "Look how crazy you are. Look how unstable you are. Look how mean you are." This is called reactive abuse. They abuse you until you react, and then they use your reaction to prove that you are the abuser. And because you have been conditioned to hate your own anger, you believe them. You feel shame. You apologize. You submit. The cycle is complete. The virus has successfully infected the host. You have betrayed your own biology. You have betrayed your own sovereignty. You have agreed to your own enslavement. Let us consult the archives. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist who stared into the abyss of the human soul. He spoke of the shadow. The shadow is everything you repress. It is everything you deny. It is the dark basement of your psyche. Jung said, "I would rather be whole than good." Think about that. Whole, not good. To be whole means to integrate the monster. If you are incapable of violence, you are not peaceful. You are harmless. There is a difference. A rabbit is harmless. A rabbit does not have the capacity for violence. Therefore, a rabbit has no virtue in being peaceful. It has no choice. But a warrior, a sovereign being, who has the capacity for great violence, who has the capacity for great anger, and chooses to keep it sheathed. That is peace. That is virtue. That is power. If you do not own your anger will own you. It will leak out in passive aggression. It will leak out in sarcasm. It will leak out in self-sabotage. You must descend into the basement. You must find the chained beast, and you must unchain it. You must look it in the eye, and you must make a deal with it. This is the path to high self-respect. Self-respect requires a self to respect. If you have no boundaries, you have no self. If you are fluid, if you are a doormat, if you are whatever people need you to be, you are not a person. You are a utility. You are an appliance. Appliances do not get angry. Appliances function until they break. Then they are replaced. Your anger is the proof that you are not an appliance. It is the proof that you are the architect of your own reality. It is time for the pivot. It is time to reframe the narrative. You have been afraid of your anger because you think it destroys. You are correct. It does destroy. But destruction is necessary for creation. You cannot build a skyscraper without demolishing the slum. You cannot cure the infection without killing the bacteria. Your anger is the scalpel. It is the fire that burns away the dead wood so the forest can grow. Stop apologizing for the fire. Stop apologizing for the standard. When you get angry, it means you have a standard of conduct that has been violated. It means you value yourself. It means you value your time. It means you value your energy. The person with low self-esteem does not get angry. They get sad. They assume they deserve the mistreatment. They internalize the abuse. They think, I am worthless, so this is what I get. But you feel the rage. That means some part of you, deep in the ancient coding of your DNA, knows that you are a king, knows that you are a queen, knows that you deserve better. The anger is the gap between your reality and your worth. It is the tension of high potential. Do not drug it. Do not drink it away. Do not mediate it into silence. Weaponize it. We need protocols. We need to move from the chaotic explosion of the amateur to the cold precision of the professional. We do not want hot rage. Hot rage is messy. Hot rage is reactive. Hot rage is a child throwing a tantrum. Hot rage creates collateral damage. We want cold wrath. Cold wrath is strategic. Cold wrath is controlled. Cold wrath is the judge passing a sentence. It is not emotional. It is final. Here are the protocols for transmuting anger into power. Protocol 1. The vagus hack. When the anger hits, when the cortisol floods your system, you are chemically compromised. Your prefrontal cortex is offline. This is the logic center. Your IQ has dropped 20 points. You are in kill mode. Do not speak. Do not type. Do not move. You must hack the vagus nerve to bring the logic centers back online. The protocol is simple. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. This is called box breathing. It forces the heart rate down. It signals the brain that you are not dying. Alternatively, use the physiological sigh. 2 sharp inhales through the nose. 1 long exhale through the mouth. This mechanically pops the alveoli in the lungs. It offloads carbon dioxide. Do this until the shaking stops. Do not suppress the anger. Just cool the temperature. Turn the steam into ice. Now you are dangerous, because now you can think. An emotional man is easily manipulated. A stoic man is an impenetrable fortress. Protocol 2. The Obsidian wall. You have been violated. The predator is expecting a reaction. They want the drama. They want the defense. They want you to explain why you are mad. They want to feed on your emotional energy. Do not give it to them. Do not engage in JID behavior. Justify. Argue. Defend. Explain. Delete these for behaviors from your operating system. Instead, deploy the Obsidian wall. State the boundary. Once. Calmly. Without emotion. Say this. I will not continue this conversation if you speak to me that way. That is it. No explanation. No apology. No raising your voice. If they continue, you leave. You hang up. You walk away. This is the ultimate expression of anger. The removal of your presence. You are not fighting them. You are starving them. You are cutting off their supply. This requires immense self-respect. It requires you to value your peace more than their validation. Silence is louder than screaming. Silence creates a vacuum that they will try to fill with their own insecurity. Let them remain stone, remain obsidian. Let them break themselves against your wall. Protocol 3. The kinetic transfer. You have this massive energy dump. The adrenaline is still in your blood. Do not sit on the couch. Do not scroll on your phone. That energy must go somewhere. If you do not use it, it will rot you. You must channel it into physical reality. This is the secret of the elite. They use their rage as fuel. Go to the gym. Lift something heavy until your muscles fail. Sprint until your lungs burn. Write the business plan. Clean the house. Fix the car. Direct the fire into the forge. Make something. Build something. Let your enemies be your motivation. Let their disrespect be the bricks you use to build your empire. Every time they doubt you, add a layer to the fortress. Every time they mock you, sharpen the blade. Success is the only revenge that matters, because it is the only revenge that benefits you. Let your anger drive you to a level of excellence they cannot comprehend. Let them look up from the mud and see you in the stratosphere, then wonder how you got there. You got there because you were angry, and you used it. Sublimation is the defense mechanism of the genius. Be the genius. Protocol 4. The social autopsy. After the heat has faded, you must analyze the data. Why did you get angry? Be specific. Was it a violation of your time? Was it a violation of your values? Was it a disrespect of your competence? Your anger is a map. It shows you where your boundaries are. It shows you what you care about. If you get angry when someone interrupts you, it means you value your voice. If you get angry when someone is late, it means you value your time. Use this data to design your life. Perform a strategic reconnaissance of your social circle. If a person triggers your alarm system consistently, they are not a friend. They are a pathogen. Remove them. Quarantine them. If a job triggers your alarm system consistently, it is not a career. It is a cage. Plan your escape. Your anger is the consultant you hired to audit your life. Listen to the report. Execute the recommendations. Ruthlessly. A garden must be weeded. A life must be curated. Do not feel guilty for cutting away the dead weight. It is time to ascend. It is time to step into your sovereignty. Look at the people you admire. Look at the historical figures, the leaders, the conquerors, the visionaries. Were they nice? No. They were often difficult. They were often disagreeable. They had a fire in them. They had a capacity for wrath that terrified their enemies. But they mastered it. They did not let the fire burn the house down. They put the fire in the engine, and they drove the world forward. You have that same engine. You have that same fire. Do not let the world extinguish it with their mediocrity. Do not let them shame you into submission. Your anger is your sword. A king without a sword is not a king. He is a figurehead. He is a victim in waiting. Pick up your sword. Feel the weight of it. It is heavy. It is dangerous. It is yours. Polish it with discipline. Sharpen it with truth. Sheath it with wisdom. But never, ever let them take it from you. When you walk into a room, let them feel the potential. Let them feel the gravity. You are calm. You are polite. You are respectful. But you are not harmless. You are a sleeping dragon. And that is why they will respect you. Not because you are nice, but because you are capable of being terrible. And you choose to be good. This is the essence of morality. Capacity controlled. Stand tall. Breathe deep. Feel the fire. It is not burning you anymore. It is warming you. It is lighting the way. You are the watcher on the wall. You are the guardian of the gate. Your anger is the sign that the gate is worth defending. The world needs monsters who know how to control themselves. Be the monster with a code. Be the beast with a plan. We are Mind Ministry, and we are watching.